So we've got quite a messy situation on our hands right now, because it's been found out that the models in Pokemon Sword and Shield have actually been used and ripped from the 3DS games. Because the game's been dumped, people have actually gone inside the files, and it's been found out that the models are in fact the exact same, and it shows that Game Freak have actually lied about them making models from scratch with all these new animations and everything, because they are the same models. And I just want to talk about this for a second, and I want to make sure that I'm getting my point across correctly here, or justifiably. It's never really been the fact that they used the same models as the 3DS games. The whole point of those models was to future-proof them for situations like this, so they wouldn't have to go back and create all 800 models all over again. It totally makes sense. It's saving on resources and allowing the developer to focus their efforts on other aspects. The inherent problem right here is that they lied about it. They told us it was going to be new models. They told us they were focusing on higher quality animations and to make the Pokemon more expressive. And we didn't get that with the older Pokemon. They all look the same as they have before. So it really does mean that Game Freak lied about this. And I'm not even saying, guys, do not defend the games, because you should. If you like the games, if you're super into them, and you believe that there's really quality aspects about them, defend them. I don't want to stop anyone from doing that. It's totally unfair if I told you don't defend them, because that's stupid. Defend the games, but don't defend it when a company, not just Game Freak, if any company is selling you like a neutered version of their product, and they give you this specific reason why, but then it turns out they've been lying right in your faces about it, then I feel like actions like that is just not justifiable. I don't think that should be defended. And I've got the perfect example here. It's Activision, right? Remember Crash Team Racing? Remember when they added microtransactions to Crash Team Racing after they said before the game came out that they weren't going to add microtransactions? People were so mad and angry and calling them out, in my opinion rightfully, about that stupid scenario, because I thought it was stupid. It shouldn't have had microtransactions. They don't technically ruin the game or anything, but it was disingenuous. It was disingenuous to the customers, and you felt lied to and used. And I feel like with this now, where Game Freak have lied about we're making brand new models from scratch, it's going to look better than ever before, it's not fair. It's really not fair. And I wish that wouldn't be defended on, because that's morality at that point. It's defending that kind of morality, and that's just not right. I'm trying to see both sides here, but in all honesty, I really only see one side here. I just cannot see people defending Game Freak lying. That's a whole different topic from the games, remember. This isn't even to do with the games themselves. This is a different area completely. This is outside the games. This is the company itself lying. And I feel like there isn't two sides to lying. You're lying or you're not lying. And people shouldn't defend lying like that and treating consumers like that, because we are the consumers buying the product. Is it fair that we're lied to like that? Because I just don't think so. Obviously, the stupid hashtags on Twitter. There was a hashtag that was like F you Game Freak. I don't agree with that. I feel like that's really, really immature, and it doesn't really help the cases of the people who have legitimate criticisms towards the game. But I will gladly call out Game Freak if they're trying to lie to people for seemingly no reason other than assurance to sell the game, and then they buy the game and they found out that they've been lied to. I just think it's a really disgusting process. I'm just not a fan of it. It does just make me question, it makes me question why these Pokemon were cut in the first place, because think about it. If they've already got all of the assets already, then there's not going to be a lot of work just to put them in the games again, right? They've already got all the animations, all the models. Why was it so difficult to just put them in the games? I really don't understand it, especially since they've made all the models for Pokemon Let's Go. Why couldn't they have at least put all the Kanto models into Sword and Shield? It doesn't sound like it would be extra work, especially if they've already got HD versions of the models. So I just don't quite understand it. And that is where the initial backlash came from in the first place. To me, it was never the fact that the National Dex was cut, it was the fact that they used this excuse of new models with new animations, and then we looked and it was a lie. That was the issue here. So what really is stopping the National Dex is my main question. What is actually stopping the National Dex from being in the game? I really, I understand there is balance. That's a fair one. Maybe they don't want to continuously balance the games over and over with all of these different Pokemon. But I would argue that they've already done that. They did that for Sun and Moon. So it does make sense, but it also kind of doesn't because they've done it in the past. They do need to take into account the new Pokemon. And I don't know how much work that would be to balance. I don't know if they have to test each new Pokemon with each old Pokemon, because that would be a lot of work. I totally understand that. So that could be it, but I don't know if that's a good enough reason to cut the national dex. But it's seriously the only reason I can come up with. It can't be money, because it wouldn't be a lot of work if they already had the models and the assets. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day there, and we were talking about the Pokemon Home service. And we were talking about a possible reason as to why they've cut the national dex. And obviously this is all a theory. I don't even know if I believe it. I'm just throwing out possibilities. But with Pokemon Bank, what people tended to do was go into the subscription service, put all of their Pokemon from Bank into one of the mainline games, and then they would cancel their Pokemon Bank subscription service. So what we theorized was that in order to stop that from happening, in order to stop you just putting all 800 Pokemon into Sword and Shield and cancelling the subscription for Pokemon Home, is that you would have to put your Pokemon into Pokemon Home and then wait for new games to come out and hope that your Pokemon can make it into the new games. So it would make you have to continue paying the subscription fee for Pokemon Home. And I feel like that is a possible situation here. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just throwing out ideas. Another idea I had was that they were going to put all of the Pokemon that aren't in here now into the third version to get people to be more enticed by it. So they'll put the rest of the 400 or so Pokemon that were cut from Sword and Shield into Pokemon Gun, or whatever the hell it's going to be called. And then that way people will be like, ooh, my favorite Pokemon are in this game, I'll buy it. Because really, other than that, and guys, please, actually let me know what you think this could be in the comments below. I want to hear all sides. I want to be persuaded. I do actually genuinely want to know this. Why the Pokemon were cut. Like, why genuinely were they cut? I want to know. Because other than balancing, I cannot think of anything. I can't think of it being more work because they've already got all of the assets. They've got every single asset. So please, let me know. But my main point of this video was basically, don't defend it when a company lies. Defend the company, defend the games if you want to, but if they have been proved to be lying to consumers, please don't defend that. Any company, not just Game Freak, Activision, and all of these other different companies, don't defend lying. Because how is that fair when they're about to spend their $60 on your product? How is it fair that they're being misled about what that product they're paying for is? Because in my mind, that's just totally not fair whatsoever. So can we stop with that? Can we stop with the lies? Because that's really not cool. It's not cool to anyone. Doesn't make your company look good. Doesn't exactly make the consumers happy. And I just don't think it's a scenario where everybody wins. It just leads to controversy, as you can see with Pokemon Sword and Shield. So just don't lie. Be open about it. And that's it. That's just the main point. Don't lie. That's it. Again, guys, I'm not saying the games are absolute trash. Please, don't twist my words like that. Defend the games all you want. If you're for the games, I'm happy for you. If you're against the games, good on you. But please don't defend it when they are proved to lie. Don't defend the actual lie. Don't defend them lying. That's it. How many times do I need to repeat it? Just don't defend that side of it. Don't defend it when a company lies. That is all.